Smashers and Scream Queens, and welcome back to the Horror Daddies Podcast, a podcast where we talk about horror movies and the dolls in them. I am by myself today, so I'm your Horror Daddy, Carlos. I was almost said John, but he's not with me here, so please welcome my special guest to help me today, M3GAN.
Hey everybody. I'm your film daddy, John, and I'm here for the podcast.
So this is an imposter. This is actually M3GAN, not John,
That's me. Yes.
but she's still learning. So,
Bitch, I'm smarter than you though. That's all I can say.
So M3GAN, what movie did we watch today?
Bitch, you just said it, M3GAN. The 2022? Wait, I'm still learning, bitch.
2023.
2023, M3GAN by Blumhouse Productions.
Yep. Directed by Jared Johnston and written by Akilah Cooper and James Swan.
Which, pretty fucking good, am I right?
Yeah, I would say it was. I feel like a little overhyped with M3GAN.
A little bit. I totally understand you.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. I get it. I remember when you told me, I think you watched it for, you watched it first.
Like a few months ago.
And you're like, yeah, it's a little overhyped, but I understand. I like M3GAN.
Yeah.
But the rest, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I got opinions.
And we watched the unrated version, which, like I said last week, I had thoughts.
It's too stupid as fuck.
Well, it did have a budget of $12 million. I will say that. Good. And it grossed $176.1 million.
So, a sequel.
That's why we're getting a sequel.
M3GAN 2.0.
M3GAN-tron.
M3GAN-tron.
The Revenge of the Android. And it was released January 6, 2023, and ended up with a fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very rare.
Is it both?
For a January release.
For critics and... Oh, wow. Shit. Good on her.
Which I think I read last. It was like the first movie in 45 years to get a fresh score released in the first week of January.
Oh, nice.
So it made a, I guess.
Yeah, because usually January horror movies don't do
that's
very
why
well.
that's why that was a lot of people nervous for Scream 5 when it was announced for January release last year and stuff like that. But yeah, M3GAN, M3GAN, or whatever you want to call
whatever you want.
Yeah.
And three dead little lines.
I will say, I get why she's became a popular hit. She's very sassy.
Oh, bitch.
Has always something back to say.
Yep.
A smart ass.
You're right.
And I like that about her.
Yeah, like I relate to her a little bit. She's not even the villain of this movie.
No, that's definitely Katie. I just feel like once I watched the movie, I was expecting more.
Yeah.
And didn't get that more. And then they said they were going to release an unrated version. I saw that and I was like, okay, cool.
Nice.
Let's see. Because unrated to me, as a child, when I used to steal my mom's unrated movies and watch them, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This wasn't that crazy.
No.
So I was like, they really couldn't put the rest of this in theaters? Like, it's not... I don't know what would scare... This wouldn't even... I don't know. It's
literally just a little bit of blood.
Right.
And curse words.
Right.
You can watch it on YouTube if you really want to see the differences side to side.
Yeah.
Because it's literally not even that much of a difference.
Yeah.
But it's like when you watch the unrated, because I didn't watch the first one, the theatrical cut. I just watched the unrated. I could tell, like, oh, this is definitely added afterwards. Like, definitely.
Like, let's keep it motherfucking real. There's no 13-year-olds out there not cursing.
Yeah.
Maybe not in front of their parents, but they're cursing.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like cursing? Really?
Y'all added a few fucks and took them out in the theatrical and then...
Two, like, scenes that were, like...
with blood in it. And I'm like, there's worse PG-13 movies out there, and really, like...
That's so true. I mean, Courage the Cowardly Dog, like, that motherfucker freaked me out as a kid.
Right. And I don't know. It's just, the unrated whole thing was very stupid to me.
Yeah.
But they did it to get more people in the seats, which obviously it seems like it worked because they made money.
So it made some good ass money.
Even though I feel like people would have still took their kids to watch it, they really wanted to. So let's be.
Yeah, you're right. My thing about this movie is that we've seen this plot before.
Yes, and I've heard a lot of people compare it already, and it's pretty similar.
It's a simple.
It's pretty much Child's Play the remake.
Yeah, exactly.
But with a female doll.
Yeah.
and a little better.
It's like I was gonna say the remake, but better.
Yeah,
and with a great character because Chucky in that one wasn't Chucky.
Right.
So it's just that was my main complaint. I kind of lost interest when it wasn't M3GAN. Like I wanted to see her more on screen because I didn't care about anybody else. I was just like, this is boring. Like it's just random people just talking. How do I fix this doll? Like, how do I sell this? It's like, we've seen this already. Oh, she protects the kids. Yeah, we know. Like,
yeah, that's her whole thing.
So that's my main criticism about this entire movie, though. It's literally just that. It's just that it's a basic plot that we've seen before.
And her being such a powerful android, I feel like she should have caused a massacre.
That's true.
And she didn't.
Yeah, she barely.
Because they even have a launch for her, very on like Child's Play, the remake. But at least Chucky in the launch actually goes kind of psycho and starts murdering people.
Exactly. Like I wanted to see that, but we didn't get it to that grand scale.
Yeah, she really just wants the little girl for herself, and she even threatens to like paralyze the mom. That way she can't get rid of, like, she has to stay around. Because the whole point is that M3GAN is gonna try to be a replacement for parents because her aunt doesn't know how to be a mom, so that's her whole train of thought.
I mean, she's right. She is right.
But our cast here, so we have Allison Williams as Gemma, Violet McGraw as Katie, Jenna Davis as M3GAN, the voice, not the doll.
That's me.
Then we have Amy Donald as M3GAN. She plays whatever the animatronic couldn't do. That's what she came.
So it's usually the long shots, like when she's walking, like literally like a human being, because it's only the close-ups when it's an animatronic.
And she had a coach and everything for that to get all the movements of a doll and stuff. We have Jen Van Epps as Tess, Brian Jordan Alvarez as Cole, who I thought was Lee Wanell for some reason.
I thought it was the Levine. Is it Adam Levine? Is that his name?
Jordan. Wait, no,
I don't know. The guy from
Jordan's a porn star.
Oh shit!
Jordan Levine's a porn star.
Shout out to Jordan Levine.
So fine too.
So it's a guy from Workaholics, the Time Machine, the Photo Kiss Booth.
I don't think it's Adam. I think it's something else. No, Adam Levine's more Divine.
Divine, that one. Yeah, not the cheater.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't spread rumors here.
He did it.
I did it. Ronnie Shing as David Lynn, Stefan Gennaro Monten as Kurt, Amy Usherwood as Lydia. Girl, I got some thoughts about you. Michael Saconte as Greg. I'm trying. And that's pretty much like our main cast here.
Yeah, there's a lot of side characters, like a lot.
And then Lori Dungy as Celia. I like her. And then and then Good Boy Dewey, the dog.
I mean, Dewey, come on. Anybody named Dewey is a good boy in here. Yep. So you want to get into the movie?
Yeah, sure. So M3GAN stands for Model 3 Generative Android. And we open the movie with an ad.
Which is the best way to open a fucking movie.
And I'm not going to lie, I thought we were still watching ads. The first time I watched this.
I was like, I thought I paid Peacock with no ads.
But then they murdered a dog in the ad, and I was like, wait a minute, is this a real ad? Because I'm about to become a Karen because they're trying to murder a dog here. So the ad is basically like, oh, if you lose your best friend and your dog dies, get yourself a perpetual pet, which is just a ripoff of a Furby.
It's literally Furby.
But better. Because they poop, you can feed them, they have an app, and you can teach them anything, and they even talk to you, and they all have their own names. Pretty much Chucky without the Charles Lee Ray inside of it.
But that's a good point. So what does it shit? Kisses?
I don't know
Hershey's Kisses?
I don't know what this shit is, but it was little brown pellets. I don't know what the company puts in there. And then also, like, do you go to the store and be like, hey, I need perpetual pet shit for so my daughter can stock up on the shit?
It's like when you receive the dog, it comes up with a subscription. Like every 6 months, we'll send you 6 bags of shit.
Right. It's like, oh, shit not included. It's like in a little baggie, and you have to fill up the pet. When your kids go to sleep, you refill the stomach so it shits the next day.
That's definitely.
But yeah, we open with that commercial, and it's really funny. And then we meet Katie and her parents, who are on their way to, like, I guess a ski trip. They're going up a mountain. And I guess the dad did not know that you need a 4-wheel drive to drive in the snow, and I get it. I wouldn't know that shit either.
Yeah, no. I was like, he even makes a point. Be like, we just found out about that, so don't act like act surprised.
But motherfucker, like, I get it, like, stop driving, I guess, but also don't stop in the middle of the road where no one, you can't see nothing.
It's kind of hard. Like, they're kind of fucked regardless.
Right. So then Katie's playing with her perpetual pet, and basically when they stop the car, they're like, oh, let's wait for a snowplow to like clear out the snow. It clears them out too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they die.
You could call it the Ryan Renner experience.
What?
Because he got ran over by a snowplow. He's alive. He's still good. He's good.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Is his name Ryan?
You're done.
Ryan Renner.
No,
I'm done.
It's Jeremy.
Oh, do you see? I even got it wrong, so don't even worry about it.
Allegedly.
Jeremy Renner experience.
Okay.
So she survives.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting about our third host. Jackson's here with us again.
Jackson, say something next time. Jeez.
Right, like you do your job.
But wait, that's a nice shirt, Jackson. Where you get that?
Where you get that?
Down below? Oh shit! So down below you can leave it. Get a merch, baby. Look at him. He looking slim.
He's slaying, just like M3GAN.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, boo.
You're welcome. Where'd you get your dress at?
Don't worry about it. It definitely wasn't Ross.
It looks Gucci.
And it's not getting returned tomorrow.
So fucking beautiful.
Thank you, Vin Diesel. So pretty much we do meet our cast here. We meet Gemma, Tess, and Cole. Yes. And Cole received a package from Etsy, and it's M3GAN's face.
Yeah, which is probably from the Good Guys company.
Yeah, which is crazy that like they were like, we can't work with her because she's not complete yet. And then they start working with her when they get her face. Did they need her face?
No, like she could talk without it. My thing is, where did they order a silicone face? Like, who sells that?
Etsy.
Who sells silicone faces?
Etsy. I'm telling you.
For what?
That's probably expensive as fuck. That's
creepy.
Yeah. Like, they could have just made that.
That's very white chicks, big mama's house.
I love white chicks.
You look like one.
Oh my god, guys. You need to watch our video episode.
Yeah, if you're not watching right now, you're missing out on Jonathan dressed as M3GAN Tron. Yeah, so yeah, we meet them. Then they're trying to see if the doll works properly.
Yeah.
Then her boss comes in, David, who is an asshole, complete asshole with his assistant Kurt, and he wants a new version of Perpetual Pet that's cheaper because someone or another brand, like aka Hasbro, for example, no copyright, they did their own Walmart version of Perpetual
Yeah,
Pet.
they did. They ripped them off completely.
Called Furzies. Just like, hello.
That completely didn't give a fuck.
But these ones, they do pretty much everything except their butts show their emotions.
Wait,
which is creepy.
I just thought about the Perpetual Pets is a copy of a Furby, and then they did a ripoff of Furby.
Oh, Perpetual
Furzy,
Pet. Oh, Furzy.
Furzy. So it's a ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And they throw. It's so funny that they mentioned Hasbro, which I think is funny.
Yeah. They didn't give a fuck.
So
I love that Funko is like kind of.
Oh
like,
yeah, and the company name is Funky.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of in the same font as Funko.
They changed that, but they said Hasbro. Fuck you.
Literally, I think Hasbro got into something.
You think so?
Not recently, but like before. So that's probably why they threw shade.
Oh yeah, they're like, "What are you gonna do? Sue us? You don't got money."
I don't know. So then, yeah. So he gives basically Gemma a deadline because he's not impressed with M3GAN because M3GAN ends up exploding.
Yeah,
because they forgot to insert something in the doll.
From what I can tell, he couldn't take the silicone mask off when they were done because she was like, she made an ugly face, and they're like, "Okay, something's wrong with her."
I think since the mask like.
But it's silicone. Silicone doesn't stick to anything besides silicone. I don't think it stuck.
I think I don't know, but when he put it on, it fit to the face so well that it was hard to like rip off.
To take out.
You know how hard sometimes to take off a mask is?
You're right. That's definitely what happened. Because then he said, I forgot to put the petroleum.
It has to be very tight to her, so it looks like normal, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, she explodes. David's not impressed. He wants a deadline for the new perpetual pet by Monday, which I don't know if I mentioned. He wants them to be kind of the same, but for half the price. So
Yeah, like I think it's for $50 or something like
so
that.
they're probably just gonna remove some features that the more expensive ones will have.
Yeah.
Kind of how like they do with the iPhones, how they have the cheaper version.
Yeah, because I think their whole tech thing, Gemma's whole why she's working there is that she created this thing where she can communicate with kids
Yeah,
and like learn their kind of language and shit and like kind of communicate better.
with the perpetual pet, which David did not know that.
David's like, oh, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
So he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, just fucking do it and give me a fucking card for the door because his card doesn't work there, which is pretty funny.
So then she gets a phone call. We go to a hospital. We find out like her parents died. Katie looks fucked, like she got hit with a car, what she did.
I thought she was dressed up as Maxine from X because she got the little freckles in one side, but it was scars.
Yeah. She became she's a star.
She is a star.
And then Gemma picks her up, and I guess a week passes by after this. They go home. We meet the neighbor Celia, who's water pressuring, and Gemma doesn't seem to like her neighbor.
Yeah.
She has a cute dog named Dewey who is on her side of the fence this time around, so I understand that.
Yeah, he's running around the neighborhood.
Y'all,
we've all been
if
there.
If your dog is off leash, make sure it's in a secured yard, and if you have it in your front yard and there's no fence, have it on a leash. It's that simple.
And not I'll get his ass. Just saying.
I don't respect you for that one. John, shut off. Oh wait, I need you, John. Turn on.
Okay,
thank you. So Gemma gets home. She has 5 notifications from Tinder.
And she's oh shit, sorry. Gemma,
I know you weren't Get Out. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. I need to see those profile pics because I know you're not up to no good.
So Katie basically is there. She's looking at Gemma's stuff. She touches something of Gemma's on a shelf.
Yeah.
And Gemma lets her know that it's a collectible that we don't really, they're toys, but we don't really play for them. And Gemma, I understand.
Look.
I get it. Look behind me. I get it.
You're not touching them because I'm fucking cutting your arms off.
If you can look behind this camera, you would understand it.
Exactly.
So Katie, just don't be touching shit that's in a box.
But you know that bitch don't listen.
Whoa. You little girl, Megan.
Well, I'm sassy. So what's
up? So then she's getting pretty much, she's sitting in her room, and I love that she's drinking water, and then Katie puts the cup not on the coaster. Mind you, there's a coaster there. And Gemma doesn't say nothing this time, but she just puts it on the coaster like, this little girl.
Yeah, but she puts it right next to the coaster, like very close. Like you purposely missed it.
Like, Katie girl, like coasters, the condensation of the water and stuff, that causes rings on the wood.
Carlos, whoa. She's a little girl.
I don't give a fuck. You need to learn.
Well, she'll learn the hard way.
Yup.
So this is where she
cut to the next day. We get
the social worker.
Lydia
right?
comes to visit. Yeah,
Lydia.
Let me talk to y'all about Lydia, because Lydia literally pissed me the fuck off the minute I met her.
I'm sorry, but I just remember a story because my grandma's name is Lydia, and she called someone and they're like, "What's your name?" So she had to like spell it out for them, and she goes, "Okay, my name is Lydia. L for Lydia." And she just continued. Why? For idiot.
Have you ever seen you've seen Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode where there's a joke where I was like, my name is Robert Losha. That's R for Robert Losha.
Oh, yeah.
O for oh my God, it's Robert Losha.
Oh yeah.
R for like, right, I'm Robert Losha.
That's my grandma for you.
Okay, that's what reminded me of that. That's what reminded me of that. Yeah, she gets a visit from the social worker. It's like 2 p.m. They didn't know the visit was coming.
No.
And I get why the social worker is there. It's a new place. She's a new guardian. I guess they have to look out for the daughter.
She's doing her job.
We find out that also the grandparents were asking because they could take custody if they want to, but they live in Jacksonville, Florida. And
Which
Gemma
we get
finds
it.
that she don't want her needs going over there, and I get it.
We get it. Yeehaw! Trump for president. Or swingers.
Or they're swingers. If they got flamingos in their front yard, you know that. It's a Florida thing.
If y'all want a tip.
I don't got them.
I don't know. No flamingos here.
No,
the only flamingos are living inside the house.
John, shut off. So
You're done.
What?
I live here too, bitch.
Fucking cockatoo looking ass. So the social worker's like, well, I'm here to see how you guys interact, how you guys play.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah, I'm
and
tired.
And she comes in and she's like, why is she still in her pajamas? I don't know, Lydia, because it's Saturday and it's a day to chill in the house. Why the fuck does it matter if she's still in pajamas?
Just because
at 2
you're
p.m.?
working on a weekend, it don't mean that I have to be working on the weekend, bitch.
Second, she's like, oh, she's just been watching TV. Yes. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Second, does she have any toys? She literally got here last night, Lydia. I have not gone out to go get her toys, so I need you to fucking just relax.
Yeah, I got shit
and
to
I'll
do.
I'll go get her some toys later because she doesn't play with her old ones.
Yeah, no.
And then she has the nerve to say, "What about those?" And then you know, Katie being a child goes, "Well, those are auntie's collectibles, and we're not allowed to play with them." And then Lydia gives Gemma side eye, and I would have been like, "What the fuck you looking at? She's not gonna play with them."
Yo,
it's that
up?
motherfucking simple.
Touch them. Fucking dare you. Touch them.
You gonna pay for them? So she makes Gemma open one, and let me tell you, that social worker would have been kicked out of my house right then and there. Take the fucking child with you because that's so disrespectful.
And I was like, Gemma didn't have to open the box the way she did because she like ripped it open.
But she's frustrated.
Yeah,
and
she's pissed. She's pissed, and she wanted to make a point, which I understand.
Yeah, she opened her $300 big ass Bakugan, and like,
bro, Bakugan was kind of fire.
And then they're playing with it. And then Katie's like, this is not, or Gemma's like, this is not how you use it. And Lydia's like, what? It's just a toy. And like, I love that Gemma's like, yeah, but this is not what it's meant for.
Yeah.
And this,
well, she was like, well, the way you play with these is like, because like, Bakugan has like a specific way.
It wasn't a Bakugan.
It looked like one.
It looked like one.
But it opened. I'm assuming it opened.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, it's just a toy. It can't be that complicated. Like, okay, bitch. Like, what else do you want?
Clearly, Lydia, you got no damn kids.
No, you just mad because you requested the day off to be a hoe at the club and you got denied the vacation hours because you don't got any hours because you always calling out and you're a hoe.
Okay, that's a little harsh, Megan.
I'm sorry. I just.
But anyways, that scene, I
fucked that bitch up.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
You lucky that scene got cut, baby, because I wanted to see you die.
That's in the uncut.
Yeah. So then we cut to Aunt Gemma. She has to work on her deadline for the perpetual pet.
Mm-hmm.
So she tells Katie that it'll be just like a couple of hours. After that, we can go do something. We can go eat. Here's my iPad. And then Katie's like, what's the time on the iPad? And I love that Gemma's like, you can use it as long as you want. I ain't your mother.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty
Ooh,
much.
that's a cool ass auntie.
Right. Because I guess her mom had her like screen time. Mm-hmm. But I love that she's just feeding her toast.
Yeah, which I'm like, girl.
And they're not even talking. Gemma's just on the phone.
She's working. She's always working. Or on Tinder.
Trying
to find her next victim.
She probably was on Tinder.
Yeah, probably. It'd be funny we hear like throughout the movie like a Tinder notification.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty great.
So she goes off to work and hours pass, nighttime falls, and she forgot about Katie. So then she's working on the perpetual pets. Katie comes in, she's showing her. Katie shows her a drawing of animals she drew.
Which I must say, I need to say something.
Say it.
That is fucking horrible drawings. If that was my child, I'd be like, you're grounded.
Oh God,
you're grounded, and because she goes, this one's a tiger.
Okay, the tiger looked more like a Tony, so it was probably more Tony the tiger than a real tiger because it just looked like a humanoid person.
Yeah, like she wasn't even close.
It was definitely Tony. The bear looked more like a bear.
I guess.
Stay tuned for next week. But like I get it.
Yeah,
they didn't look like animals though.
I'm just harsh.
It looked more like how the cheetah girls were supposed to dress up as animals in the first movie.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. But then she shows her Bruce, and
which Bruce is
works.
fucking cool.
Yeah, Bruce is just a big old animatronic that you work with some gloves, and he moves and he listens. He can smell.
We have a theory it might be a reference to Bruce the Shark because he was an animatronic that was kind of scrapped, pretty much, and that's what kind of Bruce is. It's like he's kind of like the beta of M3GAN, right?
Yeah, in a way. She made him in college, and
yeah,
she basically says that she didn't continue because
it was too expensive.
They're too expensive.
It was like $10K, right? Or no,
M3GAN,
that was
M3GAN's $10K.
Yeah.
But it's hard for some people to afford. He was so big. It's like, what are you gonna do with him? Mm-hmm. So then we cut
This is,
to
I think, when they're building Megan now.
yeah.
from
So we get a
scratch.
montage because Katie's like, if I have a toy like this,
yeah.
I would never want another toy.
Mhm.
So it makes Gemma very confident to start making Megan.
Yeah.
So she starts making Megan. We get a montage. We get an Easter egg of Malignant with
Yeah.
the wig.
It looked like me. I wish my wig was there.
The Malignant wig was better.
That's fucked up.
I
You're
don't
just
know.
mad that you're not as good looking as I am. That's gonna be mad.
Don't get me started. So then we after the montage, Katie gets introduced to Megan.
And it's like a test room, which is
Yeah.
like a kind of like a playroom, and there's coloring
It
books.
looks like that's
and-
the room where, since the company is a toy company, where they bring like kids to like introduce them to new toys and
Yeah,
like
that's
see
exactly.
if the toys work.
And there's
or
like a
not.
one-way window or
Mhm,
mirror, so
mhm.
they get to see what they're doing.
Right. So the way they pair was with their hands. So she
Mhm.
pairs with Megan. Megan then is doing her thing. She draws, and then David is watching the boss, and Megan, what she drew was just there's nothing on the paper. So they're like,
Oh,
"What the fuck?" So then Megan spills water, and they're like, "Okay, she definitely don't work." And then the water, I don't know what kind of paint this is, but it reacts to the water, and she fucking made a portrait of Katie. And
Yeah,
I was
like perfect.
Megan, first of all, you had one color because I didn't see you switch colors.
And it was a
you-
highlighter.
And you were writing like fucking Cheryl and the Evil Dead, controlled by the fucking demons. Like,
And then it just magically fucking
it
showed
just
up.
looks like Katie.
And she's like, "Wow, how did you do
Yeah.
this?"
I will say Megan knows when she's looking at you, she can read your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
She has like 6 or 7 on her screen, and she sees what percentage.
I
you're
think it's
at.
like anxiety, trust,
Yeah.
sadness,
and they change throughout
happiness.
the movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's kind of cool that to see that you can kind of tell what she's thinking through
Yeah.
those little details. I wish we saw more of that. I wish we
Mhm.
saw like what she's learning at the moment, or like it doesn't have to be obvious, but like in the corner, if you pause it, you can see like, oh, she's learning about fucking what's sadness or what's
Yeah.
this and what's
And
that.
then when she later gets introduced to death, and I feel like that's when she starts like
Like actually, she has
Mhm.
a Toy Story 1 Buzz Lightyear fucking
moment.
existential crisis.
Yes, we saw that today.
We saw that today.
So since David is super impressed, he wants to keep going with this project. He
Mhm.
asks her if she's gonna be more or less than a Tesla.
It's a good
And
point.
Gemma doesn't know how to answer, but Tess goes like this.
The cable.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
And so yeah, then we get another montage of them pretty much, I guess, like introducing how Megan
So
works and what she's made out of.
because he
and-
said, just give me the notes of how she works, so I
Mhm.
sound good at in a meeting.
yeah.
So it's
yeah.
literally her writing it down, but she's saying it as well.
Yeah.
So she's good for like parenting. So if you
Megan is made to basically replace your parents, so
Yeah.
you don't need your parents. It's basically made for parents that have kids just to have more money during tax season and don't care about those damn
Yup.
kids. That's what Megan's for.
yeah, that's,
Like,
that's a good ass point.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like that's pretty much what Megan is for.
Yeah.
Because since Gemma doesn't know how to parent and she don't want to pay attention to Katie because she's more into work, she made Megan.
Yeah, because like it shows like the fucking coaster. Again, Katie does it on purpose, puts it right next to the coaster, and Megan's like, put it on the fucking coaster.
And then she explains the science of the coaster and what is in the rain and stuff. And then Katie's like, "That's cool." And then Megan's like, "I know, right?"
It's totally insane.
Yeah.
And then apparently Katie don't flush the toilet when she's done.
Which girl?
Like, come on.
Oh, wash your hands, like girl. You clearly did not go through COVID.
No, not at all.
This movie was made in 2015.
But then Megan is right next to it because she's waiting for her, and she goes, "Hey, go flush the toilet. Oh, don't forget to wash your hands." And she does it,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of a playful way. And apparently, the more she does it, like she finds different ways of saying it. So at one point, she goes, "Go wash your hands."
She
Like
get annoyed,
angry.
like annoyed, and I get it. So we get kind of that montage, and then, Gemma, no, sorry, Tess is like pretty much calling Gemma out and like, "Hey, like you just made her so you don't have to worry about Katie," which is not right. Like this isn't to replace parents; this is to help them.
Mm-hmm. And she said, Jenna says, "Well, she's not my fucking daughter,
Mhm.
and it's
this
gonna
is-
help me pretty much."
Yeah. So then this is when Megan learns about death,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess Gemma forgot to turn off some protocol. And then when Megan learns about death, she starts going through the internet and she learns that Katie's parents died, who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts learning all of what the meaning of death is and stuff like that. So this is kind of where like her brain starts getting kind of
Yeah,
evil.
because she even asked like, what's death? It's like, well, everything dies eventually, and she goes, will I die? And she goes, just forget about this. And you can see her being like, bitch, I need to look for myself.
Right. So then Gemma pairs with her as well to shut her off because they thought she was off and she wasn't. So then Megan is watching Katie play outside
with some arrows, and it's like, she's just, it looks like she's learning, but we don't know.
Yeah, because she looks at a bug and I guess she can Google it in her head. Then she looks at a helicopter and is doing the same thing. Then Katie loses an arrow and asks Megan to find it. Megan finds it and it ends up in Celia's yard. Now Megan sticks her hand through Celia. The fence is broken. Yeah. She sticks her hand through it to grab the arrow, but Dewey, being the good boy that he is, protecting his yard, gets Megan and he's fucking her up.
He fucking that bitch up.
He's fucking stomping her head on the ground as he's biting her. Katie's trying to save Megan, but then Megan has a defense mechanism where she can electrocute, I guess, if she's being attacked. So then the dog bites Katie. Now, been through this a lot. Not me, myself, personally, but I've seen a lot of stuff like this on social media with dogs versus kids, blah, blah, blah.
Which I get. There's a whole controversy about it.
Now, Katie, you were on that dog's side of the fence.
Yup. Call him out.
So you get bit. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem.
Now,
for sure.
I don't know who broke the fence. I don't know who had to fix the fence.
I guess it's those neighbors that goes like, oh, I'll wait till they fix it. And then they're both doing that.
Maybe. But if you know there's a dog on that side, don't stick, because she knew there's a dog on that side.
Yeah, like Megan's a robot. Like, she's fine.
Yeah.
But like you're just gonna get bit.
First of all, you should have just let Megan get her ass beat by the dog. Your aunt made her, your aunt can make you a new one.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah. But the dog bit Katie, and then it became this whole issue. Megan comes up and she looks a hot ass. She looked like she was on the Bad Girls Club for 3 seasons straight. Cause she just looks a hot ass bitch.
She really
like
does.
Her hair got fucking leaves in it. She's looking at Steely like your fucking dog about to get it.
Yeah, she looks at her like straight up like, what's up?
But then Gemma's like, well, if you don't put your dog down, I will. She threatened the dog, which what comes next. And then Megan that night goes ahead and pretty much gets Dewey. Yeah. And
she it's revealed here that she can learn voice patterns. So she pretends to be Cecilia's voice.
She learned it from Roman Bridger.
He does. He really does. It's good for something. But
he was hot too.
That's true. You're fair.
He was a hot ghost face. Thank you.
But so you can see her voice kind of distorting until it's like perfectly seamless, like the Cecilia, and she puts a little treat down and just fucking gets his ass. Yeah. Which do we support Megan at this point?
No, she didn't. The dog didn't deserve that because, like I said, you went on his side of the fence. He was protecting his territory.
That's true.
There was a story about this. Let me get real for a second. There was a story about this a few years ago about, I guess, something happened where I don't know, the kid stuck his hand on the other side of the husky bit the kid.
Oh shit.
Or something like that.
Like personally, or was it like online? Like you knew?
No, it was online. It was online. And I guess they were like, it was this whole debate of whether to put dog down or not. It's like, no. If you go on the dog's side of the fence, the dog's allowed to be loose on his yard. Yeah. Like, that's your fault.
Yeah, that's their property.
Watch your fucking kids. Yeah. Gemma wasn't even watching Katie. That's the first thing. She had her outside playing by herself.
Where's Lydia? Let's go find her. Lydia.
Bitch, I will call the social worker on you so quick. She wasn't watching the damn kid. Like, so that's why Gemma got bit. Yeah. Or Katie got bit. Gemma wasn't watching her. She didn't even have her headphones on. It wasn't listening.
Nothing. She's probably like, she with Megan.
That seems so frustrating.
It is, because it's like you can tell that she's already relying on Megan too much. Because she probably was like, she's with Megan, so whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't watch your kids, accidents happen, and then you want to blame other people, but you're not watching your kids.
Take responsibility.
Like, she's not just a tax check; she's a child. Yeah, she's your child.
Exactly.
And first of all, you're the one that signed the paperwork to be her guardian. If her mom would have died, you just didn't think it was going to happen, but look, it happened.
That for real, because sometimes like I would hate to be like a godfather, because I would say yeah to be nice, but then they end up dying. Fuck. I'm stuck with this kid. Like, what if I don't like the kid?
Then you better.
Like, I'll be like, fuck,
Well,
man. Nah, I know. I'm just being, stupid for the podcast,
Okay.
but like, I just like that idea of like, damn, I don't even like this little fucker. Like, I just say yeah because it's my best friend.
No, I get it. That's funny. I'm a godfather now, so like,
You're like, damn, I gotta think about.
No.
I know.
it's funny. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and I love
you.
them to
Yeah, you
death,
guys
and
get along
It's
so
really
well.
fun, and I've been watching a lot of horror movies with them. And it's really fun, but just watch your kids, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
This accident could have been avoided if Katie wasn't being like not watched outside. Like that's all.
Yeah,
That's dude.
but no, let's blame Dewey. No,
Right, and then y'all want to kill Dewey twice. Like that's like I'm so mad. So mad.
yo, Dewey cannot fucking hold it. Like, come on.
Oh Jesus. Okay, let's move on. We stuck on Dewey too much. Like
We miss Dewey.
I know.
We miss him.
Megan got her ass beat though, I'm not gonna lie. So then Katie, the next day it's the day of the representation
Oh, yeah.
or the launch or to show the CEOs and the bosses how M3GAN works to see if they wanna go on with this project.
Yeah.
So then Katie's like, yeah, I guess I'm up for it, whatever. So we get there and Katie's just fucking sad, and it's like it's supposed to be a representation of how M3GAN works.
Yeah.
So you think it's gonna go like left, it's not gonna work, but no, M3GAN has a heart, and like
she's perfect.
Yeah, she's able to like talk to Katie, see what's wrong. Katie explains about her parents, and then she will forget her mom because she died when she's so young. So then M3GAN, what she does is like she saves a memory of Katie telling her a story, and she's like, I'll keep it here in my heart.
Yeah, she has it recorded, so it's like, oh, we'll always listen to it whenever you want to, whenever you miss them, pretty much.
Yeah, that way
and it's really sweet.
Yeah, it's a really cute moment. That way you don't forget your parents. And then she starts singing her a song, and people are crying over on the other side of the mirror, and they want to continue with the launch and stuff. So then Gemma becomes this big person. Like she has to be protected with lawyers, this and that. We find out that Kurt though here he's stealing data.
Yep.
Too, I guess. And I feel like with this scene here is probably the reason why the other company made the Furzies.
It was because of him.
Because he's been kind of working with another company.
Yeah, and
competition.
And Kurt is kind of like he's the assistant to the regional manager.
He's Dwight.
Yeah, he's literally Dwight to what's his name again? David. And like every time he has that idea, David shuts it down real quick. Like it's like he's always in the shadows. So I think this is like him rebelling because now he feels important because they're giving him he's giving information to other companies. So I think this is a setup for a sequel because he's giving information about M3GAN. So
and we don't know if he was able to complete it or not.
So I feel like this would be a natural setup, like another company does it.
I'm assuming he completed the transfer because dates passed before the launch, so I'm assuming he sent it over, which is probably what happens for the sequel.
And I'm assuming that in the sequel is gonna be a ripoff of M3GAN, so it's not gonna be as
then M3GAN
safe.
Somehow gets inside of that ripoff because the way this movie ends.
Yeah. Yep. So and then. After this,
we have Gemma's trying to talk to Katie outside.
Oh
but
yeah,
Katie keeps getting distracted with M3GAN.
Yeah,
and this is when Gemma's kind of like, okay, you need to listen to me. So she tells M3GAN to shut off. But so it's not really working. She gets kind of mad about it. Katie's not listening. She keeps turning on M3GAN.
Yeah, so it's like off, on, and making her neck be hurting because she be going off and on.
Yeah. So then we cut to the next day. The social workers with M3GAN. She's trying to talk to with Katie. She's trying to talk to Katie. Get some.
She's in that playtest room.
Katie starts crying. M3GAN's in the background this whole time, and then she's gone.
Oof, so
and then
creepy.
she appears next to Lydia with tissues, and she goes, "You make Katie cry." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, she turned psycho real fucking quick.
And then Lydia's like, "I didn't mean to."
I love that she doesn't question like, "Damn, you got here real fast."
I'm just doing my job. But
M3GAN's staring at her like, "Bitch, try something. Like, do it."
But Lydia's explaining to Gemma what attachment theory,
Yeah.
which is basically when a child loses a guardian
Mm-hmm.
and the next person takes over, they tend to get attached to that person and see that person as their new guardian or whatever.
Which is natural.
And since Gemma made M3GAN and basically gave M3GAN to Katie and hasn't really been paying attention to Katie, Katie seeing M3GAN as the guardian is respecting M3GAN more than Gemma.
Yeah.
Which is what's happening here.
And you see throughout the movie how fucking crazy Katie gets with M3GAN.
Right. Which I don't know if this is a real theory or whatever. I'm not a therapist.
I mean,
but
I mean, yeah, how real it is, maybe I don't know, but
Mhm.
it seems realistic to me. Like I can believe this.
Yeah.
Like I can see
Mhm.
that, especially as a kid.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you just lost your parents, like you don't know what's
Mhm.
happening, and you just like get attached by someone like that.
The next scene, they're eating pizza
Oh yeah,
and Katie's, removing the vegetables and
which is like 2 pieces of lettuce.
it didn't even look like spinach. It looked like lettuce.
Yeah,
And and then fucking Gemma is like, you need to eat your vegetables, and then M3GAN being M3GAN, it's like 90% of kids that you make them eat your vegetables turn out not to ever eat vegetables, and then Katie's like, M3GAN, shut off, or Gemma's like, M3GAN, shut off, and then M3GAN has a volume button which threw me off completely.
yeah. She was like, okay, bitch.
She didn't turn it off. She just lowers her volume, and M3GAN keeps talking. She just gets lower.
Megan's like Oscar. She's like, well, actually.
So she's explaining to her that she wants her to go to school to get socialized, pretty much, because Katie was homeschooled with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
Katie doesn't want to, or she wants to bring M3GAN, and Gemma's like, no, because we're still working on her.
And you're gonna get bullied because you brought a doll to school,
right? And you just need to go to school and you need to socialize. And Katie gets mad, throws a tantrum, starts to walk away. Gemma's like, hey, hold on, and Katie's like
let
go. Yeah, pretty much like, let go of me. And then M3GAN was like, let her go.
And all the lights flicker and shake.
Mm-hmm.
She got them smart lights, so that's why probably she's controlling them.
Yeah. So Gemma's like, oh shit.
Like, bro, like, you're not programmed to do that. Exactly.
Yeah. So we cut to the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and they go to school. Katie's like, I'm not getting out the car without M3GAN. And Gemma's like, the fuck you not.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
the teacher then allows it, and she sees her. So Gemma ends up staying.
Is it a public school?
It's not. It's like one of the. I don't know what it's called. It's not public, but
Not private.
It's not. I don't think so. It's a weird. So I've learned that there's public school, there's private schools, and then there's schools that it's like learning but not learning because they're outside.
Interesting.
That's the word. Alternative.
Oh,
which is shit. I wish I went to school like that.
yeah, shit. That sounds cool as fuck.
It's like they're learning actual life skills, not learning what's 2 + 2, because you don't really need that.
yeah, but then you'll grow up not knowing what 2 + 2 is.
It's 5, right?
Wait, 2. You carry the 3. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So
So that's kind of cool though. I like that.
Yeah. But there's this kid named Brandon.
Oh god, he looks kind of like Richie from Scream 5.
Yeah, so Gemma's like, oh, who's your kid, Holly? Because she's making sandwiches with this lady. And she goes, oh, it's the one over there. Hey, Brandon, fuck off, Holly.
You always got that one kid.
Yeah. And then Holly's like, yeah, he's a good kid. Like, oh, yeah, he sure is. So then they're getting partners for an assignment, and they ask Oliver to team up with Brandon, and Oliver's like, hell no. So they're like, okay, no problem, Oliver. Katie, you'll be with Brandon. It's like, oh, Jesus, fuck. That kid looks like he's fucking 16 and he's only 9 years old.
Motherfucker never graduated.
Right. So they're doing, I guess they're picking fruits.
Yeah, I think they're just picking shit, just exploring the forest, pretty much.
And she picks up a fruit, but then Brandon walks up to her and like starts tightening her hand on it, hurting her, and then M3GAN appears from the corner.
Oh, so creepy, like that. And she was like with all the toys, because I guess they all brought toys, and then she disappears. Or well, we don't see her disappear, but obviously she's following Katie.
Yeah, and fucking Brandon's like, oh, who's that? And she's like, that's my doll. She's only paired with me. And he's like, oh, we'll make her talk. And she's like, no. And then he takes her hostage and runs away with her.
Which is seen as a little
It's a
It's
little
a little
weird because I don't know
weird.
what he was trying to do with the doll.
Cause he like takes her shoes off and like
Yeah, and
then like
he
straddles
throws her
her.
on the he throws her on the ground, gets on top of her, and then he starts smacking the fuck out of her, and then she wakes up or she activates, and she's like, "You're being a very very bad boy, Brandon. You know what they do to naughty boys like you?"
And she's like pulling on his fucking ear slowly.
And this motherfucker's dad is fucking Mr. Fantastic because his ear is so elastic.
That motherfucker looked like he was claymation.
Right. But she rips off his ear and she chases him and he basically falls down a hill and gets fucking hit by a car.
Yeah, and this is I think in the
fucked
trailer
that
you see it.
bitch up.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
And then she's like running on all fours.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking creepy.
Which was a choice.
Yeah, she didn't have to do
She could have
that.
read it 2 legs.
She gonna do like the Terminator 2.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, the T-1000.
Yeah, she's the T-Megan.
T-Megan. And then, but this one, you see this kid just literally just getting run over on the uncut, of course.
Yeah, on the theatrical, it cuts before he gets hit.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh shit, you actually see him die.
Which, no, really, that's what you cut.
But it's like, I guess it's a kid, it's different. Like, remember, a lot of movies don't do that.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Just show it. If you're gonna go there, just go.
Yeah,
there.
just go there. But then there's obviously an investigation. They go back home, and Gemma's kind of like, "Hey, whatever happened was a tragedy. Like, I hope you're okay. You need to talk. Let me know. Blah blah."
But then Katie's like, "Well, nothing really. He just got hit by a car, right, Megan?"
Yeah, Megan's
Right,
like,
Katie?
she goes, on the nose or something like that.
And that he stole Megan, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gemma gets suspicious at this point of Megan. Because is
Mhm.
this the point where she's looking at the videos?
So no, Oh no, police show up at her house.
Oh yes, yeah,
looking for Celia's dog.
yeah.
Because now the dog is gone, and Celia's like, "I know you did it, bullshit. It was you." Because you got that weird little girl looking out the window at 3 a.m, and she's like, "It's not a girl, it's a doll."
And the cop's like, "Whoa, that's cool."
Right. And then Katie asked Megan about Brandon.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, he kind of deserved it. He went somewhere else."
Yep.
And then Megan sings Titanium.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, a ricochet."
Megan, shut off. So then the police, so then this is when Megan kills Celia. Megan, turn on.
Bitch, I was already on, bitch. You don't got control over me.
Look at the pen.
Yeah.
Megan, shut off. Thank you. So then Megan.
So Megan stalks this neighbor.
Yeah, because she's looking for Dewey. She ends
Mm-hmm.
up at a shed because she hears the dog crying, and it's Megan imitating it.
Which is so fucked up.
And then Megan shows up, and Celia's confused with what the fuck is happening, and she
has a pressure gun,
a water pressure gun, and she shoots at her, and Celia flies.
which is like a little crazy.
Yeah, and then she shoots her with a nail gun to get her hand stuck on something, and then she just kills her with the water pressure.
Yeah, which this one is actually cooler in the theatrical cut because
I wish they would have kept both shots, but
I feel like the face looked a little fake to me.
it was CGI.
Yeah, and like
looked
I
like
don't
it.
like it, so I was like, might as well just allude that she did something because in the theatrical it cuts to like the water puddle and you see Megan like shooting at something and then like
It's
blood,
turning bloody.
and
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of cool because it gives me like, okay, she died.
Imagine what she did with the water pressure. Yeah. And then now the police show up at Gemma's the next morning, and it's like, your neighbor did.
Yeah, like she goes, tell her. Oh, cause she opened. She goes, tell that bitch that I didn't fucking see that dog. She leave me alone, and he goes, that's kind of difficult. And he turns around. They're rolling her into the ambulance.
Yeah, and Celia's in the body bag, like, I'm dead. And
the cop said that like it was some joke.
Yeah.
Like he was waiting for a t-t-tings.
so then, that was Gemma's reaction when it happened. So, then she's getting questioned because obviously they were also there when the boy died. So they're like, oh, is this like a connection? But this is when she starts getting suspicious about Megan. So she goes into her files because when Megan's up, she's recording as well.
Yeah.
And as she's trying to look,
she watches a video
mm-hmm.
of her like stalking the boy,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't see the emotions and stuff, but like it showed like what kind of she was reading his emotions.
I think his
and
one,
everything.
I think the main one was like hostile. The first one,
Oh,
like
I see.
anger and
So it was like she was already stalking him, and then it gets corrupted and then deleted, and then all her files get corrupted.
Yep, and then you hear Elsie, which is like a Siri, Alexa kind of thing, asking, "Oh, okay, Gemma, how are you? Are you okay?" And Gemma's like, "You're not programmed to do that."
Mm-hmm.
And then Megan's there next to her.
When she shuts the laptop
Mm-hmm.
off, she's right there.
Yeah.
So she was replicating the
no,
robot
she was
thing.
she was making it talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Which
point.
is another thing that's like very like the Child's Play, where that Chucky was able to
control
anything that was from that company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is that's why I say like it's so similar,
right?
But it's just I like Megan. I like the idea of Megan better.
Because the idea of Chucky is already
and then he was kind of
already been done.
He didn't even have like a personality, like how Megan is sassy, like she is. She's like a bad bitch, but like Chucky was just kind of bland.
Yeah, he was. So yeah, Megan gets the videos corrupted. That way Gemma doesn't see nothing. She kind of confronts Gemma about here, and since she knows Gemma's trying to fool her, but she can't fool her because Megan knows your emotions. So she knows she's lying. She knows she's nervous. So she's like, "Is there anything you want to ask me? Like, do you want to ask me something?" And Gemma's like, "Did you kill someone?"
Yeah.
And Megan's like,
"Oh, nah. I hope I didn't, because we'd both be in trouble."
Exactly, which is like
little bitch,
gaslighting.
Bro. And she even goes, "Megan, turn off." And she goes, wait, but I thought we were talking.
I thought we were having an adult conversation, Gemma.
Like, damn,
yep.
Okay.
So then Gemma pulls the pin and goes, "Look at the pin." Megan shut off. Ties her ass up.
Like in the craziest way, like duct tape.
She bubble wraps her. Instead of a ghost sheet is a bubble wrap and tapes it
on the neck, on the arms, like everywhere. Which they're taking it somewhere, right?
They're taking it back to the building.
Yes.
And Katie's upset.
She is having a tantrum. Like,
you didn't have to lock up. You didn't have to tie up Megan. What the hell are you doing? Kicks the chair. Let me tell y'all, if this child would have kicked the back, she will be done. Because if she kicks the back of my chair, the car's gonna stop. I'm gonna get out. I'm like, get your ass out, Katie. We're gonna square the fuck up. If you want to kick the back of my seat,
you know what I would have done? This is why your parents died. That bitch will shut the fuck up. She'll be crying.
Or your mom should have swallowed you, Katie.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah.
Nothing against the actress. She did a great job.
No, she did great. It's just, God, she was making me angry. She was not listening. So then, yeah.
So they take her there, and this is like there's a funny shot here because they're talking about how like she's doing things that she's not supposed to.
Yeah.
When she's not following orders. Oh, also, I don't think we mentioned, but in the when they were having dinner, Katie put the cup on the table again, and she didn't say anything.
Megan was waiting for Gemma to say something and to see because then I feel like Megan was gonna like clap back.
Yeah, but she just stood there like just looking at her.
Because the thing is, Megan has emotions in her face and you can see them. And the way she did, she looked at Gemma like,
say something. Say it.
Yeah.
So she's already not following orders. She is definitely growing some sort of sentient fucking brain.
Yeah.
And then it just pans to the side and Megan's just tied up in the corner.
Which if you don't know that's a doll, you're like, oh my God, they murdered a child and wrapped it in bubble wrap and they're gonna fucking throw it somewhere. But as this is happening, Katie's also throwing a tantrum in the playroom with Lydia, the therapist or social worker, and this little girl's throwing chairs at the glass. Like, she wants Megan. And I'm like, girl, like, how long you gonna keep this up? Because I'm pretty sure when you grow older, you're not gonna want Megan there when you're with your husband or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And,
or maybe not. Maybe she grows to be one of those that like has a giant doll with them.
Oh God. Yeah. That'd be crazy if Megan actually grows up with
whatever. Ooh, that'd be cool. I know the Five Nights at Freddy thing, like one of them is like a doll or whatever, and like they make a version of her in every stage of life. So like there's a toddler, a kid, a teenager, adult, a young adult, and an adult.
That's weird.
Yeah. So that'd be cool if Megan was like that. If she grows up, that'd be kind of sick.
We get this news report of Megan, like if Fox News or whatever, of how Megan works, how much she is.
Yeah, she's the hottest toy around.
She's $10,000 cheaper than a Tesla, and it's like, bitch.
You got Affirm? Is that what the firm?
I'm not paying 10 grand for a doll. I don't know who is, but it's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
So then
For a kid to fuck it up, because a kid will fuck that toll up, and then the insurance plan is gonna be way more expensive than $10,000.
It sure is, and it's funny how they didn't make one for like. It's mainly targeted for women or girls.
Oh yeah, that's true. They didn't have a boy
They
one.
have like a boy version of M3GAN.
Huh. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Michael
Kennedy. But the E is a 3.
It has to be it has to be with an M because it's Model 3 generative Android. So it has to be like Megano.
So lazy. Just kidding. There's a 0 at the end. It's Megano, but 0 at the end.
But then so then Katie slaps Gemma because Gemma comes in and calm her down.
Yeah, and she goes grabs some scissors. She's like, bitch, let's fucking go for Lydia.
She about to go stab Lydia, and Gemma's like, what are you doing? Like, calm down. And she slaps Gemma. When she slapped Gemma, I was like, oh no.
And Lydia was kind of like, oh,
I would have looked at Lydia like, you need to take her right now.
Yeah, because I'm about to beat her ass up.
Katie, wait till you're 18. I'm gonna remember this slap for the next 10 years. I'm gonna remember this slap. Just wait till you're 18. And then on your 18th birthday, we're gonna sing you happy birthday. All your friends gonna be there. And the minute that song is done, I'm like, Katie, do you remember that one time when you were 9 and you slapped me in front of the social worker? Get your ass up because I'm about to beat your ass.
Oh my God.
But Gemma talks sense into Katie.
Mm-hmm.
She calms her down. They head home. Gemma calls Tess to tell her what to do with M3GAN, and it's not Tess. It's actually M3GAN pretending to be Tess.
Yeah.
So M3GAN here learns the plan, which makes her go evil.
Yeah. Evil.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so cool because she even like Tess is like looking through the computer to her programming, and it's like she sees her phone number that she learned it somehow.
Yeah.
And it's like she's connected to everything at that point.
Yeah, so she became super smart. And M3GAN ends up escaping by tricking Tess and Cole. And she almost kills Cole. She causes an explosion in the lab.
Which it was like a little tiny explosion.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, that should have just.
I don't know why they kept them alive. Like
they should have just cut to her walking down the hallway. You hear an explosion behind her.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it. Because it was such a lazy explosion.
I was like, she needed a bigger body count.
Yeah.
But then she also kills David. She does her dance. She does it.
Which she learns from Katie.
She learns from Katie. It was also all in the trailer. I thought it was gonna be longer, but nah.
Yeah, no, it's literally just that.
I was a little disappointed. And she then kills David. Then she, in front of Kurt, and then she gaslights Kurt, saying, "Oh, you did this because you were boss treated you badly, and you were sending files to the other company, blah blah blah.
You were always over in the shadows, blah blah."
So it's basically like, oh, he did it. And then she leaves. People see the dead bodies in the elevator. They scream. Launch is basically fucked.
Yep.
And she takes David's car and heads to Gemma's.
Yep. She ready to throw hands. Right. Bad bitch club finale happening right now.
So when she shows up at Gemma, she's playing the piano. Oh, and Gemma comes out, and
she's playing Toy Soldier.
Yeah, and M3GAN is there to have an adult conversation with Gemma, and it does not go that way.
Nope.
And then they start getting into it. Katie comes out like, "Hey, I heard a ruckus. Everything okay?" And M3GAN's like, "If you say anything, I'm gonna fucking rip your head off."
And she fakes her voice at first, but then Gemma lets her. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Gemma's like, "Oh, you know how we talked about if something's broken to fix it. I'm just here trying to fix M3GAN, and so don't come in here to mess." And then M3GAN's like, "Yeah, you don't want to see me like this, Katie."
Yeah, like I'm a whole ass mess, baby.
You are. And then they get into it. Gemma wets M3GAN, so it kind of stuns her for a second, and then a chase scene kind of occurs where M3GAN's walking very robotic, very fast over to Gemma. Katie hears it. She tries to get out her room, but fucking M3GAN breaks the doorknob. They end up in the workspace.
Yep. Where this is a whole action scene right here.
Yeah, where she's fighting. They're fighting. Fucking Gemma chainsaws with fucking M3GAN
with like a grass cutter, like a bush cutter or whatever.
It's a bush cutter.
And right in the fucking face, gets her hair, and she fucking bald headed.
She bald headed. And then she does the same thing to Gemma. You want to rip out my hair? She rips out some hair from Gemma.
She goes,
Katie shows up, And Megan's trying to gaslight Katie like this isn't what it looks like. You know, we can be friends. Oh, but also Megan tells Gemma like, you see this pen, Gemma? If I stab you with this in the right spot, you're gonna become paralyzed and sometimes even bite your tongue off, so you can't even talk.
Mm-hmm. And it's like you need to appreciate like being alive.
At that point, she's like, you're gonna need me
exactly
to take care of Katie and you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, Megan's actually pretty smart.
She's
for
smart
that.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna kill you.
She googled what gaslighting is and manipulation. Right. She took it literally.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, but to the point where you're still gonna be alive and need me. Yeah, it's so like wow. Up. So then Katie shows up. She's trying to calm her. Like Megan's trying to like calm her, talk to her. Like we could be friends. We could be a happy family. Yeah, I'm your other mom.
And then like you see that she's reading her emotions, and the trust level goes up.
Yeah. So Katie learned that she can, to like kind of like trick her. Mm-hmm. And then Katie's like, I already got my family, and you forgot the other member, Bruce.
And Bruce comes in, and she looks up like, oh fuck.
Yeah, like Bruce was fucking gigantic to Megan. And fucking Bruce fucks her up. Like he choke slams her like the Undertaker.
Yep, rips her apart.
And then rips her apart.
And throws half of her body one side and the other one to the other side.
Yup. And then Megan Tron has seen Terminator because she shows up crawling over to Katie. Fucking Gemma starts to beat her ass with Bruce's head. And then Megan's like, nah, she gets the upper hand on Gemma again. But then Katie stabs her with the fucking screwdriver and it kills Megan.
Right in the battery, which it comes back from the beginning of the movie.
Because Bruce had one.
Yeah.
That's the brain. That was the brain pretty much. And then they walk outside. The police are there. The Tess and Cole survive, which
for some reason I don't know why they're not in the hospital.
Like, they're not that important, I guess. But they could have been body. I wish they would have had more kills.
I'm telling you, that explosion was so fucking like dumb. Mm-hmm. Like she could have even killed them. She could have killed Cole right there.
This third escape to get it to Gemma felt very rushed to me.
Yeah.
And then fucking Megan. Well, we don't know if she's alive because then Elsie, the Alexa Siri thing,
turns on
and looks over at the door, and we assume that Megan just saved all her data in there.
Yeah, which I'm assuming Megan is smart. Mm-hmm. She would have done that.
And that's the movie.
That's pretty much it. Thank you. So, Carlos, before we get into our segments, I have breaking news. You want to do it now?
What?
Okay. Someone has something for us, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so she wanted to do it during the show.
Okay. Oh, that's my birth year.
Don't put the address.
Oh. I need to see y'all. Wait, do not crush.
So
don't put the address.
Oh, wait, so let's do it this way.
I'm looking at the camera. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do this. All right. So you guys watching on YouTube, you'll watch it with us. Wait. Oh. Pull it out. What?
Have you seen this?
No.
Oh my god, look at this.
Oh! Yo, that's sick.
That's so cool. They even got this right.
Wow.
How'd you get this?
Look,
oh my god, I gotta show the people.
Camera. That's us.
It's us.
Holy shit. Damn.
Oh my god, this looks so good.
You need to update this. Yo, this looks so good.
I love this.
Hey, Carlos, you kind of buff.
I know. Whoever drew the thank you.
Damn. Do you have the name of the person that drew it? What is the name? Just say it. Just say it right now. Oh, okay. Well, whoever drew it, thank you. We'll put you. Yeah.
Oh my god, they even got the werewolf from American Werewolf in London on there. They got the Freddy. What episode was it? They got the reanimate.
I think.
Like y'all, look at this.
This is so beautiful.
Well,
so at
thank
90
you.
Spider Bros.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. This is so cute.
That's amazing. I love it. I got the Pearl poster and everything.
I know. I got Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park poster, y'all, if y'all look, it's in my bathroom, which is really funny because it's right behind the toilet. I have the little dinosaur egg on the toilet thing, and then right up in front of it, when you sit, you just look at Jeff Goldblum.
you can get busy with that if you want to.
This is That's so cute.
Gorgeous. We have to put it somewhere.
I know.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Yeah. Thank you.
I look so good in this. I'm obsessed. I don't look like this in real life. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love the reanimator and everything.
Mhm.
That's so fucking cool.
It's like it's the
painting.
old set.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you. Oh, they even got the knife and the claws from the
Yeah,
old
like
set.
literally
The attention to detail is amazing, y'all.
That's so good. We'll post a picture, definitely.
Yeah,
we'll
for
definitely post a
sure.
picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sick. We'll post
We'll
that.
upload that on Instagram. Put it right here.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Alrighty,
All right.
so segments.
Yes. Did you
Ooh.
get reviews?
Oh fuck, I didn't. I was too
Me
busy
neither.
getting ready.
Okay. So let's
That's
see.
fine. We just do our normal segments. This
Mhm.
episode we didn't,
Yeah,
because we do
apologize.
have another segment after the end of this episode.
We do. Oh yeah,
Did,
I forgot.
did you know? So
Um,
let's just do who's the daddy of the movie.
Megan.
Yeah, I think like
I need a whole movie of just Megan being sassy.
yeah, I want to up the sassiness.
I need a movie where Megan works at a retail store as in customer service and just her being sassy.
Nobody will ever buy from that store
Mhm.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the best kill? Which this one again doesn't have a lot. There do have a
No.
few.
I'm gonna say the kid Brandon.
Brandon, that was
Mhm.
shocking.
Yeah.
I like I guess David's just because of the scene where she stabs David and all the blood
Mm.
lands on Kurt. That scene for some reason like hits me. Like I'm like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
you got covered.
Yeah.
And-
Kurt got covered in blood.
Yeah,
Is it
Kurt got
Okay.
Kurt got covered, and it's like just a following where she kind of just gaslights him and then
Yeah.
just straight up kills him. Like that's a fucked up scene.
I know the therapist was supposed to get murdered and it got cut from the movie, and I don't know why. They should have went for it.
Yeah, I think they were like,
I think this movie was lacking more kills.
yeah, I think that's another complaint, I guess,
Mhm.
because it's like we've seen this plot, and also the kills were like kind of basic.
Yeah, like I
right?
feel like
Like the kid one was like shocking more than
Mhm.
anything, but yeah, I think that's it. That's
Mm-hmm.
and how much did you give it? How many stars?
so I rated this. It went from originally I had it out of 4,
Okay.
but then when I sat and thought about it and just sat with the movie, after today's watch, it's a 3 now for me.
That's a 3 for me as well.
Mhm.
Which again,
It's enjoyable, but it's because of the way it's because how Megan reacts and speaks to you.
yeah, it's her personality.
Yeah, and-
Like I love her. She's
Mhm.
great.
But I feel like this movie needed more kills, and the whole unrated and rated theatrical that was
It's
bullshit.
bullshit.
It's
It's just
stupid.
to make. I'm sorry, but it's to make extra money.
Yeah.
That's
like,
literally what it is.
I even feel the unrated version could have stayed PG-13.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen worse.
so many Jason movies that like they cut like just stupid shit, and it's like,
Mhm.
but those you can kind of understand that it's like way more violent or
Mhm.
like it's just dumb.
And she was
It's
already
super dumb.
popular as it was with the marketing. They could have kept it
Like,
rated R.
people loved
It would
it.
have still made money.
Yeah,
Y'all had a $12 million budget. Like you knew we were gonna make that back anyway. So like
yeah,
it was stupid.
yeah. So that's my thing. It's just I know they were probably. I mean, allegedly, I'm saying that they probably did this for money.
I feel like back in my day that the PG-13s were a lot worse.
yeah, except Evil Dead 2013 is like a one scene is slightly longer. That's it.
Oh, the unrated.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like why?
But it's like that movie is so violent.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, sorry about the reviews. I completely
It's okay.
forgot. We're still
We
getting
were-
back used to this.
I don't know if you guys noticed. If you guys watching it, we don't have a table anymore.
Yeah, we're changing things up.
So we're trying to see
slowly.
what fits better for us.
I like this.
Yeah, it's feels comfortable.
Yeah, it's not excellent. This room is a lot smaller than our old studio that we were using. The room, so we have to improvise.
Yeah. So, but I like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I just want to say that like Jackson is doing right here. You can
Yeah.
get our merch down below. If you like our video, like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought about Megan, because maybe you found something that we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And do you want a sequel? Do you want to just keep it as a one movie? Do you
That-
want a franchise? Do you want a Chucky versus Megan?
Ooh, that would be pretty good.
Which would
Megan versus Gabriel from Malignant. Megan will fuck his motherfucker up.
she sure is. That'd be crazy if James Wan makes like a fucking universe of
with
like
all his characters.
like Malignant and Megan and just makes them go at it.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome. He'd be totally down for that.
What was the name of the main lead in Malignant?
Emily.
What if was it?
Emily.
Okay,
Emily May.
Oh yeah. What if like Emily like goes at Megan? Like she's friends with Gemma, and we don't know this, but
they're like sister. Like they went to college
they're
together.
cousins or
They
something.
experimented a little together.
Like they know each other. And then in the next movie, it's like them catching up, but then Megan attacks. But Gemma don't know that fucking Emily got a whole side of her. It's Freddy versus Jason, but on crack.
Yeah, like Emily becomes a fucking superhero that can just control. Like, you know the scene where it was like the cage, the giant cage.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Gabriel's in there.
Yeah.
She comes back. Gabriel, I need you today.
Yeah. We have a fucking problem. And it's fucking Megan.
Dude, that would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Oh, that would be so cool. What other movie? He doesn't have any other.
Saw? The little toy.
Megan and Gabriel end up at a fucking Saw game together. They have to survive.
Yeah, and then all the Conjuring and Insidious. That's James Wan.
Isn't Dead Silence too? Mary Shaw with the puppet.
It goes off the rails.
Yeah, it just
Real
keeps
quick.
going. Fucking Annabelle shows up like, I'm here for my revenge. There can only be one doll in this town, Megan.
Just call it Toy Story. the Toy Nightmares. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening.
Yeah, thank you.
And we're not gonna end this episode like we normally do.
No, so stay tuned for a surprise.
So see you later.
On the video. For the audio guys, see you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye guys.
Bye.